everyone, it's Haley, and today I'm going to be doing a spoiler-free review for Ensnared by A.G. Howard. So this book is the final book in the Splintered trilogy, so if you haven't read Splintered or Unhinged, which I'm trying to show you the cover but I can't, there it is, woo! Then this will be a spoiler review because I'm obviously talking about this book and these books took place before. So as long as you have read both of these books, this book will be this review will be spoiler-free. I'm not going to be spoiling this book at all. So this book follows right after the disasters of Unhinged, the whole prom night thing, all that stuff, and it just follows from there. So that's the very short, very crappy summary. Now to add to that, I really loved Splintered. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was really great, really well done, loved the world, loved everything about it. Then I read Unhinged and I was pretty disappointed. I think I gave that one 3 out of 5 stars. I just didn't like the turn that it was taking. It was just meh. And then I read this one, and now we're going to talk about my thoughts on this one. So I did enjoy the writing of this for the most part. I really like how she tries to emulate, that's the word I'm looking for, emulate Lewis Carroll's writing style, and I think for the most part she is really successful with that. I think that it's well written, but it comes to the problems that I have with the plot where I have the issues with the writing. So I'll talk about that when I talk about plot. But it is a really well written series. I think it's just really interesting. Like, the writing is really unique and it's very Carroll-esque. The characters in this book are where I have most of my problem. I like Alyssa a lot. I think she's an interesting character who's kind of stuck in this whole situation, and she's caught really in between the two worlds, and she doesn't know if she wants to trust her Netherling side or if she wants to trust her human side. She doesn't really know where she wants to go, and I think that her inner conflict was really the central part of the plot of this series for a while, and it really came out in this book, but then the plot turned to other things that I didn't like so much, and I'll talk about that later. Jeb, I think, is an okay character. I find him to be a little cliche, a little boring, but I can see how people would like him. I don't hate him as a character, don't love him either. On the other hand, Morpheus I find to be a really interesting character. I just love the whole concept of him and his whole Netherling thing. I think it just makes the plot really interesting, him being in it. But that being said, let's move to plot. So my main issue with the plot is that it turned into a story completely about a love triangle. It turned into this whole thing that was completely like, is she gonna pick Morpheus? Is she gonna pick Jeb? And I was just sitting there like, I don't care. Like, I don't care who she chooses. I want to hear more about the Red Queen and Wonderland and all that. Like, I want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about this whole love triangle, but that was basically what this book was. It was all like, her inner conflict kind of took, it kind of was not objective, what am I trying to look for? It became concrete, I guess, in Morpheus and Jeb, and that was fine, but I mean, it became the whole center of the story, and I didn't like that. That being said, I really liked the direction that it was taking with the Red Queen and all that. I liked that whole plot. I found that to be really kind of fast-paced and kept me guessing the whole time. That was more of what I was looking for throughout the whole series. The ending I had a big issue with because I felt like in a way it was a cop-out, and I know that there's a bind-up of novellas that have come out afterwards, but I don't care to read that. I wanted the ending to be in the actual book. I wanted to hear what was going to happen in this book. If you're like, I just had an issue with the fact that a love triangle was made so prevalent and then in the end it was just kind of dismissed, it just really bugged me. I don't know, read it for yourself and see how you feel about it, I guess, but I didn't like the ending. I was just kind of bleh about it. So overall, I think I give this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars, something like that, because it was better than Unhinged, but I didn't really love it as much as Splintered. So I would recommend it. I mean, I was just expecting a lot more. People said that this book was absolutely fabulous, and I just didn't agree. So yeah, that's going to be all for today's review. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it helpful. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!